Hi everyone, Melissa here with Painted Textures. Today I'm going to show you how to create this painting using one of the 2 for $5 Friday Set 9 textures called Mountain Range. For this tutorial I will be working in Photoshop CS6. The first thing I want to do is edit this image. This is the original image. So I opened up my Painted Textures actions and I'm going to give this a super sharpen over here and run that action. And I'm going to leave it at full strength and go up to Layer, Merge Visible. And next I'm going to give it more of a warm glow. So I'm going to go down to Golden Glow over here and run that action. And I'm going to increase its intensity by increasing the opacity of that layer. And I kind of like just about where that is. So I'm going to go up again to Layer and down to Merge Visible. And now we're ready to put the texture over this image. Now I'm going to swing this texture on top of the image by grabbing my Move tool and just swinging it across. Press OK. And here it is. I'm going to take that texture and minimize it because we don't need it right now. And now we can play around with resizing this texture over the image. Press Command T to get your bounding boxes, and you can pull them in different ways like this, or you can hold down the Shift key while doing this and it will resize in proportion. But that's really not that important with this particular texture. So we go over here to our Layers palette and you can see that the texture has formed its own layer, and we're going to pull back on the opacity so we can actually see where the image is underneath, and then we can reposition this texture like this and resize it to our liking. And when we get it looking the way we want it, we press Return or Enter to seal in the transformation. I've changed the blend mode of this layer to overlay just to see how it will look. But I'd like to duplicate the layer to give me more freedom in designing. So I'm going to go up to Layer, Duplicate Layer. Okay. And right away, things get more exciting here. And now we can have a lot of fun. We can play with the blend modes of both of these layers. So the top one, I think I'm going to set to Color Burn at 100%. In the bottom, I'm going to set to Screen also at 100%. And I really like the way that looks. And I think I'm going to leave the image as is. All that remains is to merge the layers and to crop this image. So I'm going to touch on the top layer, go up to Layer and down to Merge Visible. And then I'm going to go over to my rectangular marquee tool and just drag that across and go up to Image, Crop, and then hit Command D and deselect. And this image is pretty much done. What I might do is I might go over to my actions and add a levels boost, and maybe go over to lighten and run the lighten action. But I'm going to put a black mask by pressing my Alt key and the mask button at the same time, making sure I have white in my color picker, B for a nice soft brush, and just coming in here and lightening some parts of this image like so. Go back to my levels and pull back a little bit like so. And there we have the painting. Press on the top layer, Layer, Merge Visible, and we're done. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, happy painting!